I'm Dr. Haley Perlus, mental conditioning coach. Today I was interviewed by ESPN for a certain cover story that'll be aired shortly. But it was interesting because one of the interview questions was something that I've never really been asked before. It was a broad question, but it really made me think about how basic sports psychology can really be. And the question was, how do I help my athletes through mental blocks? And it occurred to me that we always look at specific situations, but the bottom line is everything in the realm of sports psychology is all about mental blocks. So I'm going to present a little video here on exactly what is a mental block and two different approaches we can take to help conquer those or overcome those mental blocks. So what a mental block is really, it's just an athlete's story or our story of a certain situation. It's how we perceive a certain situation to be. And if it works in our favor, then it's not a mental block. And if we perceive it to be an interference, then it is a mental block. So how do we work through these mental blocks, conquer them, cope with them, deal with them? Well, there's two ways. The first is you probably heard me use the word story. Well, we got to change the story. We have to change the way we look at the mental block, change our story about the mental block. Look at the situation. If we're only looking at it in a negative light, let's flip it around. How can we look at it in a positive light? Something that will help us to be encouraged, motivated, confident, focused. How can we look at the situation to fuel our energy and to fuel our desire to go for it instead of having it push us back, hold us back? How can we look at the story in a different way, change the story if need be, and look at it in a way that really helps us, facilitates our performance? So that's the first way. The second way is to forget about the situation, but really look inside and check out our own perceived ability on how to cope with the situation. So what do we have? What skills, confidence, concentration, motivation, tactical, nutrition, preparation, could be anything, but what skills do we currently have already in place that we can highlight to effectively conquer the situation, to effectively go after it and address it and perform to the best of our ability? So that's what a mental block is. It's really just the story we've created about a situation. And we really have two options. The first is to change the way we look at the situation, which will then change the mental block. Or we look inside and we change the way we look at our own ability to deal or cope or conquer that mental block. Start focusing on all of the strengths we have to go and break that mental block down. I know that's broad. I don't want to get into too specifics because I actually would ask you to get specific on your own. Look at your own mental blocks and see if you can change the story about the situation or change the way you look at your own ability to handle the situation. If you have any questions, you know what to do. Leave them in the space provided. And until next time, have a great rest of your day.